So, I'm a professional Nuzlocker, right? I have tons of Nuzlocks under my belt, so a base Nuzlocke should be easy, right? Even if the punishment of losing a Pokemon is to wax my legs. It should be easy, right? Well, today, I'm gonna be Nuzlocking a base game of Pokemon White, but for every death, I have to take a waxing strip and wax my legs. If you do enjoy this video, then please like and subscribe and go check out the rest of my channel. Also, everything is randomized. I have to preface by saying that I'm not a hairy dude. At some point, I'm just gonna be slapping on these wax strips and just ripping my skin off. Like, I got these wax strips that you rub together, you heat up with your hands, and then you peel it and then you stick it on. I'm gonna pre-warm them by putting them in my pockets so that they're warm and ready to go when I need them, which hopefully is never, hopefully I will never need to use them. So hopefully I end the stream tonight with hair on my legs. We start our base White Nuzlocke in November Town when our local professor offers us a unique mix of starters. Nidoran female, actual Snivy, and Timber. Now, from my professional Nuzlocke experience, Snivy is quite obviously the best starter choice, but what's the point of playing with everything randomized if I still chose the starter? So, I chose the next best option in Timber since, in the grand scheme of all Pokemon, good fighting type Pokemon are actually kind of rare to come across. After Juniper introduces us to the basics of the game, I ventured out to Route 1 to catch my first look. The title promised that I'd be waxing my legs, and I'm sure that's what you're here for, so I'm just gonna skip everything until I get to the waxes, okay? The first gym was nothing. Sandile and Darumaka were easy to take down. The first difficult encounter was when I came across a Wailord on Route 3 as my encounter. It's not that I couldn't catch this Pokemon, it's just that I accidentally killed it with a critical Razor Leaf. Two things worth mentioning here. We will be coming across Pokemon of disproportionate strength. So wild Pokemon, trainer Pokemon, they will always tend to be of equal or better strength and maybe even legendaries. Second thing, a dead encounter does count as a death. So here I have the wax, oh fuck, it's so sticky. Look at that shine. Where do we do this? I don't have the hair, honestly, you can see I don't have the hairiest legs. In fact, you can't see because the light is too bright. So really, you guys are just gonna think that I'm gonna be just ripping my skin off, right? Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with that. So you just, okay, we don't need to let it dry. We can just rip it. Okay. Like a band-aid. 3, 2, 1. Nope, but that got it though. I don't know if you can tell. Can't really, kinda. Right there. Yeah. Ooh, it's so sensitive. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I only have so much hair real estate before we get to the pubes. There were quite a few close calls. N pulls out a non-truant Slacking. A Child pulls out the God of Time, but Lenora flies by easily. There are legendaries everywhere plaguing this run, threatening to stick another strip of wax on my legs, but I managed to circumnavigate my way through. The second waxing strip comes from a battle with Bird. The first two Pokemon were pretty easy to take down, but the third Pokemon was a Tyranitar. I needed a safe switch into Golem, but without a pivot, all I could really do is just sack my Drowsy. So Golem comes in and finishes off the Tyranitar. Apply it against the direction of growth. So this way, and we push down. Let's go for it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I hit myself in the face. I don't know if you guys can tell you guys definitely can, no, you guys definitely cannot see anything there, and then down, kinda. I think that counts, okay. Between gyms 3 and 4 are a bunch of encounters and even more legendary run-ins. A backpacker pulls out the God of Vast White, but dies to a sentient collection of rocks. Little girl Eva here pulls up with a Mewtwo, and a Plasma Grunt thinks he's got me when he shows off his King of the Dimension Zone. The opponents in front of us do pull out a couple of strong, fully evolved Pokemon, but overall easy enough. The fourth gym was actually easier than the random trainers. 2 first stage Pokemon and an Absol, so definitely not a worthy fight. My chat and I decided that it was only fair to wax my legs for free because this battle was so easy. Alright, 3, 2, 1. So that one hurt a lot more. Oh my god. I don't know, I also ripped the waxing strip. I don't know if you guys want to see this. While in the cold storage, while I'm clearing out the Plasma Grunts, the chat decided to get a little roasty about my physique. Next stream, Pokemon, but death equals 5 push-ups. Every Pokemon player cannot do anything athletics related. You do realize that, like, I play badminton at a pretty high level, right? I can do 5 push-ups right now. 5 right now, okay? Ready? There, I did double for you. Around this point in the game, maybe slightly after Clay, is when the difficulty catches up with the Randomizer, where the Randomizer just goes insane. The worker in Clay's gym pulls out a Ludicolo that doesn't seem too threatening, until it pulls a Tri-Attack out of its ass. Oh, no. Oh shit, I should have healed. I was too impatient. I was too impatient. 3, 2, 1. That one hurt a lot too. Not as much as that third one, but that still hurt a lot, man. Wow. This is so smooth. This must be what a girl's leg feels like. The battle with Clay starts with a big scary Superior, but thankfully it burns itself when it hits a slam, and 2 Flame Wheels later burns it up. I thought he'd dial down the difficulty, but he pulls out the Magnum with a Stoutland. I swap into Golem to hit a couple magnitudes, but the rolls just don't kill. I send him my Jump Fluff to deal some chip damage, and I manage to avoid his takedown. Bullet Seed then deals enough damage to kill the Stoutland. He's got 1 Pokemon left, so I swap in the Porygon 2 and one-shot the Riolu. Since this fight was also deemed kinda easy, I gave chat another free wax. Dude, this one's like right on top of the kneecap. I don't know if that's gonna hurt more or less. Probably less? Alright, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that one actually hurt a lot more because there is no hair. So it just pulled all skin. That was all skin. Hold on, there's like some hair left over. I gotta get rid of that now. My skin's like numb at this point. I can't feel anything. Baby's bottom's smooth, by the way. The nerves are gone. The nerves are gone. I head to the next couple of areas, beating an easy Bianca fight along the way. We do have to clear a Plasma Gauntlet before reaching Mistralton City, and this one grunt really tries to challenge us. Whoa, okay. I was just pummeling through this grunt gauntlet, and then you pull out a Terrakion. Okay, give me a sec. When all the other grunts had like Garbo Pokemon. That kind. What? And an Entei? Oh no. No. Oh my gosh, actually saved us from the Fire Spin. Actually saved us from the Fire Spin. After that first grunt pulls out a double legendary, this second grunt decides that our challenge isn't difficult enough and decides to pull out the God of Boundaries, which is just a Kiro. The battle with N was also really nothing to laugh at. He pulled out a Zangoose, Escavalier, and Flareon, but the battle was a lot less stressful when you don't have to deal with 16 legendaries. Now that I've reached Mistralton City, I had to go fetch Skyla before challenging her, and while getting our next couple of encounters, I run into this one tricky Ace Trainer. Thankfully, we do have an Ice type in Snover, so Landorus actually dies quite easily. My encounter on Route 7 was a Coughing. I immediately dismissed it as a bad Pokemon because I didn't really see any use in a Poison type since I already have a Fire type. Unfortunately, the Coughing decided to be a little bit more than dismissive. No! It's self-destructed! Oh my god. Are you serious? That's another thing. I have to wax again. You know, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh yeah, you know, this could potentially learn self-destruct, you know. Like, I would self-destruct it for memes in the Elite Four champion. You know, and like the thought came to me and I was like, I wonder what level it learns self-destruct. Well, at least I know it's by level 30. 3, 2, 1. That one hurt the most! Oh my god. That's not part of my leg that I realize I even touch that often. So it's very sensitive. Super smooth though. Super smooth though. The scary Pokemon don't stop here though, because a Psychic in the Celestial Tower is graced with the presence of frickin' God. Oh god, it is fast. It's so fast. Oh my god, you crit! No! Alright, 3, 2. I think my dad's in the next room doing badminton streams. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. I can't scream. I can't scream. I can't scream. The outside of the leg hurts so much more than the inside. After running into another psychic with the powers of a legendary Thunderous, I finally reached the top to listen to Skyla's sob story. I beat Skyla's gym trainers quite easily and got to Skyla with no problems. After doing a little bit of team prep to bring out our best 6 Pokemon, we enter her randomized battle. It starts with an Amoonguss, a bulky grass type. She poisons my Kulava, but 2 Flame Wheels lights up her Shroom. She then proceeds to send out a better Pokemon in Crawdon. Luckily, my Victory Bell can wall the crustacean and soak up its crab juices with a Leaf Tornado. Her final Pokemon Explode first gets chipped by a Leaf Tornado, then gets shook to death by a Wake Up Slap. A straightforward battle, and her Pokemon were definitely good, but still an easy battle. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, yep, definitely pulled more skin. Definitely pulled more skin. I feel like it would hurt a lot more if I had more hair. I don't know, maybe waxing just hurts. Yep, I've reached that conclusion after what, 8, 9 waxes? Waxing hurts, guys. Our rival battle with Charon shows some potential for difficulty as he sends out a Snow Ward and Gliscor. He also throws out a Whiscash and Hypno, 2 solid Pokemon, but his final Machamp was definitely the scariest. Thankfully, all easily beatable by just putting them to sleep with Victory Bell. With the HM Surf now in hand, I move on to catch a couple more encounters. We do encounter a couple scary legendaries along the way, a Raikou on 18, a Moltres right before Twist Mountain, but both were easily checked by Golem. I battled the first trainer in Twist Mountain and came across a Darmanitan with Hammer Arm. Now, if you don't know Darmanitan, then you should know that it's extremely offensive and gave me my 8th wax. Rock Blast? Three, 2, 1. Especially this bottom area. There's no hair there, so it's just all skin. Well, that sucks, but that's incentive not to lose any Pokemon. Now that I'm in Icera City, I can get a couple more encounters in Dragon's Bow Tower and the surrounding areas. Nothing here is really worth mentioning except for this Magmar. Something here that is worth mentioning though is that there's this Ranger here with an Aerodactyl. At this point, Zebstrika's too low to come in again, and the Aerodactyl just does way too much damage to my Pokemon. I had to sacrifice Simisear to bring out my Torterra safely. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Ah, man! You know, I thought like, hey, you know, the places with more hair is gonna hurt, but then no, it still hurts. And I was like, okay, maybe the place with less hair hurts, like, hurts less. But no, it still hurts. Dude, waxing just hurts. We do get a final Tailo in the Moor of Icerius, but without the Guts ability, it's just a worse than average bird Pokemon. I was working my way through the gym trainers, most of them had bad AI with good Pokemon, so it's a mediocre fight. But a Ho-Oh with Brave Bird begged to differ. I know it only has 154 special defense. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that actually might be less. The team I brought out really wasn't suited to counter fire types, so when the Ho-Oh goes down only to see a Blaziken take its place, it sent shocks down my spine. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that hurts the most. That hurts the most. That hurts the most. That one's in a particularly hairy region. Yeah, that probably got the most hair too. You probably don't want to see that. I did miss this like small tiny patch on the very bottom here, so I think it's only right that I finish it. Okay, that got it. Against Bryson, he leads off with a bulky Drought Slowking. Fortunately, the Galvantula I'm starting with is a good match. Thunderbolt deals massive damage to Slowking as he sets up a nasty plot. I mill him out of potions until he eventually runs out. However, his next Pokemon capitalizes on the drought by summoning in a Mold Breaker Rapidash. Luckily, my Typhlosion can resist the fire moves, so I Volt Switch into Typhlosion and hit off Shadow Claws for damage. To counter my fire Pokemon, he then sends in a Whiscash that's countered by my grass type, which finishes the battle pretty easily. As I'm busting through Dragon Sparrow Tower, I gotta face a whole bunch of scary Pokemon. The grunts are pulling out final evolutions, but it seemed like they couldn't pull out in time. I reached the top just to see N fly off on a funky chicken, so we continued the gauntlet at the Desert Resort. Once I bust through all those trainers, we listen to Ghetsis' backstory, then move on to the next city. Bianca isn't a challenge, so I proceed to Gym 8. The gym trainers here all have incredible Dragon-type Pokemon on the team, and thus, the randomized Pokemon are also incredible. Legendaries, Final Evolutions, Electivire, Milotic, Drizzle Kyogre, and a Honchkrow that I came across that took a bit more effort to take out. I was being really stubborn here, and I really wanted to use Staraptor to kill the Honchkrow, and ultimately it led to Staraptor's stupid death. Okay, that's it. It's on tight. This one's on tight. This one is on tight. It's on. This one's like on. It doesn't get more on than this. 3, 2. Ooh, that hurts. But it's like a bandit. Just get it over with. Just get it over with. Against Iris, Galvantula dispatches of the Beedrill with Thunderbolts, but gets completely walled by Nidoqueen. I swap in Crocodile, but immediately get paralyzed by a Body Slam. Torterra also got paralyzed while taking out the Nidoqueen, so when she swapped into Kingler, I really wanted to switch out, but then the unluckiest of things happened. Wait, why? Why can't I be switched out? Oh my gosh, is this Arena Trap? I'm not trapped by anything. There's no Wrap, there's no Bind, there's no Sand Tomb, no Fire Spin, no Whirlpool. There's no mean look. It's Shadow Tag or Arena Trap. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, are you serious? Torterra got trapped by a Shadow Tag Kingler. Yeah, you just saw Torterra die to a Kingler. Okay. The hairiest area by far. I don't know, is this gonna hurt more because it's gonna pull more hair rather than skin? 3, 2, 1. Nope! Nope! Hair definitely hurts more. Hair definitely hurts more. Hair definitely hurts more. There's a final rival battle before reaching Victory Road, where Chen pulls out his final efforts to make me wax my legs. In Victory Road, a Mamoswine knocks out my Swallow, and a Gardevoir takes out my Whimsicott. At this point, I'm running low on waxing strips. I only had 4 left, so I made a deal with chat. I promised chat that I would use all 4 waxing strips if I didn't have to wax now. This was a win-win situation, right? 2 Pokemon already died, so they're guaranteed to get 2 waxes, but if I played to the best of my ability and didn't lose any more Pokemon, chat would still get 2 more free waxes. On the other side, if I played really badly somehow, at most, I would only need to do 4 more waxes. Chat and I agreed that this was indeed fair, and we would wait till the end to wax my legs. My final Pokemon in Victory Road was a Phanpy. Now, something I didn't bother mentioning at the start was that when Pokemon evolve, their abilities actually change to another random ability. It doesn't carry over from the pre-evolution. This means that when I evolved Phanpy into a Donphan, its ability changed into Huge Power, an insanely good ability that doubles my offensive attack stat. But that's not even the best of it. Evolving my Magmar into Magmortar also changed its ability. Magmar started with Marvel Scale, and it changed into Poison Heal. Somehow, Poison Heal made its way into my Nuzlocke again. Marvel Scale was already a great ability, but Poison Heal is just so much better. So these 2 Pokemon were definitely going on my final Elite Four team. The remaining 4 Pokemon would be Galvantula, Crocodile, Conkeldurr, and Victreebel. I fought the Elite Four left to right, starting with Chantal. I didn't really think the battle could be too hard, but she immediately shuts me down with a Cobalion. I Volt Switch to deal some chip damage and swap in a Donphan with a Huge Power Earthquake to erase her Cobalion. She then sends in Serperior to counter my Donphan. I send in Magmortar to counter her Serperior, and protect Poison Heal to recover some health as Flamethrower incinerates Serperior. Man, I love that Poison Heal text. On the turn she uses Dig, I send in Conkeldurr and Zoomland's Hammer Arm to crush her Crocodile. Porygon Z embargoes my Conkeldurr, so I also finish it off with a Hammer Arm. Grimsley starts off tricky with us having to go up against a Scizor. I Volt Switch into Magmortar and Flamethrower the Scizor to kill. Marowak is sent in next, so I send in Victreebel to try and counter. I miss my first Sleep Powder, which means I have to take a Thrash, but thankfully, my second Sleep Powder hits and a Leaf Tornado kills a Marowak. I swap back into Magmortar to tank a Bug Buzz and one-shot Butterfree. The final Pokemon is a defensive monster, so I swap in a Crocodile. A single Crunch along with the burn damage finishes off the Cofagrigus, so we beat the second Elite Four member. Caitlyn starts her battle with a Gorbis, an easy kill with Galvantula. Again, I Volt Switch out of Escavalier and into Magmortar as she hits an X-Scissor. Flamethrower breaks past Asserty to one-shot her Escavalier. Her Darkrai comes out, setting up double teams. I Flamethrower once, dealing some chip damage, as it hits back with a Feint Attack. I guess Darkrai's moveset's not really that good at level 48. That's a Feint Attack? I can't risk missing another attack, so I swap into Conkeldurr to connect a hammer arm. Her final Pokemon was Starmie, so I swap into Galvantula and land a clean Thunderbolt to kill it. 3 Elite Four members down, 1 to go. The final member, Marshall, led with a Mandibuzz, one of the bulkiest mons in Gen 5. Thunderbolt fries the Mandibuzz, but a second Thunderbolt mills him out of potions, and a third T-Bolt finally lands to kill the Mandibuzz. Volt Switch goes into Fortress, giving me the swap into Magmortar, and Flamethrower melts the Fortress. I stay in to chip the Gothitelle as it foresees an attack, she heal blocks my Crocodile on the switch in, and then swaps into Raichu to tank a Crunch. A futile attempt though, because another 2 Crunches finish off both Raichu and Gothitelle. With all 4 Elite Four members beaten, there are 2 final battles before I win this challenge, and I haven't lost any Pokemon yet. I start by facing N, who leads off with Lucario. Like Muscle Memory, I Volt Switch out into Magmortar as it sets up a Calm Mind. Lucario gets greedy on the next turn, trying to get off a Swords Dance as well, but dies to a Flamethrower. Agorbis tries to quench my Magmortar, so I swap into Galvantula on the dive down, and Thunderbolt lands and electrocutes the Gorbis. Gengar's a Pokemon with some scary damage output, so I swap into Crocodile and swallow his bad dreams with a Crunch. Meganium comes in to Petal Dance, but is absolutely useless against my Victory Bell, so 2 Sludge Bombs wilts the Meganium. I wanted to do the same with Tropius, but Victory Bell's kinda low, so Magmortar comes in and burns him to a crisp. Wigglytuff is actually kinda bulky despite being a fat marshmallow, but Donphan can come in with a huge power Earthquake and s'more the Wigglytuff. There's one final battle in front of us. Ghetsis wants to exact his revenge on us by leading with a Crobat. Acro into Galvantula does massive damage, so I shock his Crobat to death, and then a T-Tar gets sent out. I wanted to save Galvantula, so I Volt Switch into Conkeldurr and crush his T-Tar like a pebble. He doesn't stop there though with a cracked Pokemon, and continues the fight with Infernape. I decide that I need to sack in order to win. I thought Conkeldurr could at least take a hit and deal some damage, but when he pulls out Acrobatics, I knew Conkeldurr had to go down for the team. Donphan easily brushes off a close combat, and huge power Earthquake creams the Infernape. I really wanted to keep Donphan alive when he sends out his Quillfish, but Galvantula's still kinda low from the Acro, so I also have to let Donphan go down. I land a Thunderbolt into Quillfish, and he sends out his Cricketune. I stay in and Thunderbolt the Cricketune as he tries to taunt me. Doesn't work too well for him though, because a second Thunderbolt fries a puny bug. Ghetsis' last Pokemon was a Scizor. I land a T-Bolt hoping for a crit, but realistically I knew that wasn't gonna happen, so I let Scizor slice and dice Galvantula to give me the free swap into Magmortar. As fitting as all my Nuzlockes are, this challenge ends with a Poison Heal Pokemon finishing off the final battle. In the end, we finished the challenge with 1 more death than I can afford to wax, so here are the final waxes. This was a fun challenge, and definitely on the easier side. I want to do less stressful challenges on the side in between my longer Nuzlocks, so if you guys have any ideas for the future, like and subscribe and let me know in the comments below. Both at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Ow! Damn it! I raised my legs to like recoil and fell into the wall. Alright, and you guys get another one. I don't know, this one kind of overlapped with the skin on this one. I don't know if that's gonna hurt more or less. 3, 2, 1. Oh, fuck. Oh, I do not have a wax fetish, okay, guys? I'm officially out of wax strips, but there's like a strip of hair. That's gonna be kind of weird to explain to my friends.